Hello and welcome. My name is Nicola and today I'm gonna take you through a quick hip release that should not only release the physical tension in your hips, but also any emotions and feelings that you are storing in your body. Hopefully after this practice will just be gone and you will feel a little bit more free. So we will start in the tabletop position on the hands and knees. The hands are underneath the shoulders, the knees under the hips, and we will start with some hip circles. So you can pick up the right leg and just start tracing big circles with your right leg. And just go as far as it's comfortable. I am dealing with a little injury in my tailbone, so I will be modifying a little bit, not going too deep into some of the poses, but that's what yoga is also for. It's for everyone. You just need to adjust sometimes, switch direction. And now you can bring the right foot in between the hands for low lunge. So the right knee is stacked and over the right ankle. Just keep pressing the hips lower. You can rest your belly onto the right thigh and sink into it. Deep belly breaths in and out through the nose. And just let go. It is often said that emotions are stored in the hips. And I believe it. It happened to me a few times that I started crying or I became really angry in deep hip openers. So if you experience anything like that anytime, believe me, it's completely normal. Sink your hips a little bit deeper, closer to the mat. And now place the right hand in the middle of the mat. So now both hands are on the left of the right foot. And you can open the right knee a little bit more to the side. And maybe you can also pick up your foot from the ground, coming into lizard. You can stay up here, or if you want to, you can also lower down on your forearms. So just a modification of the low lunge, lizard, getting a little bit deeper into the hips. Also the inner thighs, inner groin. Remember to relax your shoulders, your neck. No resistance. If you lowered on your arms, come back up and bring the right foot behind the left wrist, coming into pigeon pose. So your right shin is more or less parallel to the shorter edge of the mat, and you can straighten and sit back on the left leg. Make sure that you are in the center, not leaning on one side more than the other. And if this is enough, you can stay up here, or you can start lowering down, maybe on your forearms or all the way up. Just listen to your body, don't go too deep. And we will stay here for a few breaths. Focus on the sensation in your body, in the right hip, and breathe into it.
Notice if there is anything running through your mind, through your head, and just observe your emotions. Slowly come all the way back up. Use your hands to lift you back up into the tabletop position. And now any little movements that feel good here, just to release the hip. And we will do the same on the other side. So starting with the hip circles first on the left side. Opening up the hip. The hips are also connected with our sacral chakra, the second chakra, with sensuality, creativity, sexuality. So we are also tapping into all these areas of our lives. You can switch direction. And finish your last round and bring the foot in between the hands for low lunge. And we will transition into lizard, so place the left hand inside of the left foot, and you can open the left knee to the side and maybe also picking up the left foot, staying up here or lowering onto your forearms. You want to feel the stretch and the sensation in the body, but it shouldn't be too much that you have a hard time holding onto the pose. If so, then just lift yourself a little bit up. You can come back also into low lunge. It should still be fairly comfortable holding this pose. Use your hands to lift yourself back up, transitioning into pigeon pose. So toe heel, the left foot behind the right wrist, and sitting back, finding your midpoint, staying up high or lowering any amount on your forearms, maybe all the way onto the mat. Just use the first seconds to adjust, so then you will be able to hold the pose for a few breaths. Slowly find your way out of the pose, no rush. Stretch into the left leg to bring some blood flow back. And come to take a seat. Bring the soles of the feet together to touch. And the knees will drop to the sides for butterfly fold. So it will be a passive fold, no strength required. So you can just start holding onto the feet and fold all the way down as far as it's comfortable. And you can also release the hands, the palms up, just to remind yourself not to push, not to pull. And make your head really heavy. The whole upper body is relaxed. Just surrender here and let the gravity do the work for you. Don't forget to breathe. And relax. Slowly be mindful of your back. Start lifting yourself back up. You can use your hands to bring the knees back together. And we will come into our last pose, wide-legged child's pose. So come back onto your hands and knees. And widen your knees as wide as you want them to be. But again, don't go too far, too deep, so it would be uncomfortable. And once you find your point of stretch, you can extend your arms in front of you. Sit back on your heels, relax your belly, and take these last moments to focus on your hips and to appreciate yourself that you found the time to be with you, to nourish your body. Slowly start coming out of the pose. Bring the knees back together and find any comfortable seated position just so we can close the practice together. Can be kneeling, cross-legged. And bring the palms to touch in front of the heart for Anjali Mudra. Close your eyes. Just taking a moment to absorb the practice. And to notice if our hips are feeling any different compared to 10 minutes ago. The difference can be tiny, but maybe it's there. Bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it.
I really did. It felt really good in my hips. I personally love stretching into the hips. It's my personal obsession. Let me know which area of the body you like to stretch into in the comments, and I hope that I will see you practicing with me again soon. Have a great day. Bye.